Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. We need guidance, spirits. We need guidance today on the possibility of vampires really existing. What messages do you have for us today? All right. So I've been fascinated on this for quite some time now, as far as the existence of vampires. Okay. So I want to ask the question, the age-old question, do vampires exist? And also we're going to talk about generational curses. Okay. The reason why is because vampires and vampiric people are very closely tied to generational curses, because succubuses, incubuses, Jezebel, bad spirits, malevolent spirits, vampiric spirits, all of those feed off of your chakras. Okay. And I know that for a fact because I have had probably hundreds of people feeding off of my heart chakra for the past 4 years. Okay. So let's look at, do vampires really exist? Spirit guides, what messages do you have? Okay, yes or no. We'll ask a yes or no. So the answer is definitely yes. Answer is definitely yes. The world, all over, they're all over. They're all over. The Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Wheel of the Year, and the Queen of Wands. They seem to have a jealousy of people that are non-vampiric. But they do create a lot of the issues and problems in our lives. Vampires are sort of like the hidden secret. Okay. And they will usually tell you, oh, I move in silence. Because they do. They're not very stable people. They're always changing. So they never stick with one thing. You know what I'm saying? They're totally contradictory. But the one thing is that what you want to look out for is that they are going to be very alluring. They can draw people to them. I know because I'm a Leo rising and I draw people to me. You know what I'm saying? And, it's just the reality of it. Now, this is what I want to tell you. They are causing a lot of the emotional and mental problems that are in people because they're feeding off of our heart chakras as well as the root chakra. Okay. Okay. Bless me. Thank you, spirits. 4 of Cups comes up. They're very narcissistic. They have no feeling. They're very cold. They don't care. They'll steal your energy and then go and say, oh, why are you blaming this on me? Oh, now you're blaming people. There was like 50 people that were attacking at the same time. So you know it's a narcissistic person. And y'all gonna see this. Everybody gonna see this because I'm gonna address this person personally. The person that I'm talking about, just not on this channel. I'm gonna address them personally. Okay. They are messing with your love life because they can feed off of your heart chakra energy. So this is why, for some reason, they're always associated with the same people that come in and do stuff to you. Very two-faced. Okay, they've got 2 sides. As soon as you hang up the phone with them, they think you the stupidest idiot that ever existed. They're not good people. See, when people come to me in good faith, I don't go and do that. They don't care about you. Facts. And they're going to continue to lie to you so that you can buy something from them that's not going to work, that got them so messed up looking that they got to put on boatloads of makeup. But yet they're so strong. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with your body? Are you sick to where you always have to be wearing makeup? What's going on with that? So you can tell. I'm just telling y'all what I know. 4 of Swords reversed. They're keeping people up all night. Okay. They're causing sleep disturbances. They're usually up all night. They can't sleep without some kind of sleep aid all the time. So this is how you can usually tell. And see, I'm a night owl as well. But to suck somebody's energy like that and to concentrate and to do work, to actually sit there and concentrate your work for you to steal off the spiritual energy and gifts of others so that you can lie to people. And you know who they love? You know whose energy they love to steal? The healers. They target us mostly because they harness that energy and they use it to fool and trick people. Only reason why you even trust them is because they're wearing makeup. If they were not wearing makeup every day, you would see them, their true selves. Notice how I don't have on any makeup? I don't have a stitch of makeup on. None. So people that are like that, they're very fake. They are frauds. And, you know, what I've noticed again is that them hanging with my stalkers. Somebody that's a very big vlogger on here hanging with my stalkers. So y'all wonder where my stalkers came from. Oh, if you really powerful, then no, hon. You attacked people and you were behind the scenes attacking folks. So that wasn't right for you to do that. You trespass on people, and this person doesn't believe in karma because they don't care, but you can have bad stuff happen to you as well. Okay. So a lot of people that are evil like that, Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. A lot of people that are evil like that, they target people that they think are weaker than them. And you know what? You are not a real witch. You're a vampire. And some of these vampires on here have actually told you that they were vampires. They admitted to being a vampire to you. You don't, and I wouldn't work with them, not unless they had some kind of vampiric power, which I believe that it's closely tied to reptilian nature, which we all have that in us. But if we're supposed to be ascending, then we're supposed to be ascending. Nobody should be feeding off of other spiritual life forms like they are food. And what they do is they actually help a couple of people, but the rest of the people, and please believe they got rip-off reports on them as well. So the other thing, how are vampires related to generational curses? Because what these vampires did was they got a taste for certain bloodlines. So some of it is demonic, some of it is demons, some of it is other stuff, but some of it is vampires. They're causing problems. They're narcissistic. Definitely feeding off of this. This is the number 88. Okay. And then the Lovers reversed and the Four of Swords reversed. Another thing is that there's an older audience that is viewing into these people. And these people have given up on love. And when you give up on love, the heart chakra dies. So keep listening to them. And you'll continue to have heart problems. You'll continue to have high blood pressure. Because let me tell you something. Jesus was created by vampires to be destroyed. And vampires to this day still feed off of Jesus's blood. And he don't want to be fed off of. So that's why the church is not blessed right now. Okay? So everything's inverted. And upside down. Everything's upside down right now. So y'all better believe that the vampires and the demons is running the damn churches. You don't go to your demon. You don't go to your captor and say, hey, I'll pay you to free me. Okay? That's a conflict of interest. And a generational hex is not in somebody's mind. That shit is as real as it comes. We got generations of people with sicknesses, illnesses, money problems, mental problems, health problems, jail problems, financial problems, love problems. We got all these people running around here with this that they mama had and they mama had and they mama had. So please don't listen to everybody, y'all. I don't want to have to expose this person, but I will. Okay? Because I'm already in a spiritual battle with this person anyway. You know what I'm saying? And have been for the past 3 or 4 years straight. Okay? They do curses every week. And then they said, I do them every day. They do them every day. Sucking your energy, sucking your energy, sucking your energy daily, daily, daily. And this person, they've been doing it since September. So you know, if they're doing things like that, first of all, those things are underhanded. Okay, and you got to understand that if it's 400 or 500 people against one person and they can't take that one person down, then that doesn't make that person narcissistic. That just makes them in their divinity. So if you say, hey, you can't take me down, and I know you've been trying, and I know you've been doing stuff underhanded, then that person is going to say, oh, you know how they do. I need to take my medicine, and I need to turn off my heat. Hold on, y'all. So I'm just telling y'all what I know for a fact. Everybody, there's some people that are just meant to be liars and BSers. They're meant to gyp you, and that's just all it is to it. And then there are some people that have access to certain spiritual records. Okay? There's some people that have access to your soul that you don't even have access to. And some of these spiritualists are not that. It's not going to be a commercial witch on here that has like 500 bought followers. This person bought their followers, and it's, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they trick people. An authentic spiritualist, you're going to know that spiritualist because they're going to tell you the truth, and they're going to give you a solution to it. And it's not going to be a solution that is too much for you to handle. You'll end up paying in the long run going to see a fake practitioner. Okay, and they'll put a curse on you. Hold on, y'all. I've seen a lot of these fake practitioners putting curses on people, or either real practitioners putting curses on people. Okay, just so that they can get their money. So, you know, don't let people lie to you. And see, people will lie to you and twist stuff because they know that they're very vampiric, and see, their vampiric bloodline is feeding off of your bloodline. And that's why they want to sit up there and make excuses, because they know what it is. And they know what they've been up to. Every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. Same thing. With vampires, there is a certain thing that you have to do. There's certain herbs and there's certain spirits that you want to call, and there's certain things that you have to do. Why do you think I have the coffins? The coffins is related to very vampiric people. Okay, I can show you guys one right now. And I'm going to go and do the Who's Your Enemy readings, but I can promise you that with half of you is going to be your guru. I don't care how much power you got inside of you, unless you know how to do a damn ritual to remove it. And unless you can see that spirit going, you've done nothing. That's what I hear all the time. I'm so sick of it. You know, the last 4 clients, my active clients right now that have told me they went to people, spent hundreds or either thousands, and the person did nothing. Because if you've got power or whatever, you know, guys, don't be fooled. If it's a witch that resonates with you, that you feel comfortable with, that you want to go to, don't ever listen to somebody that is weak enough that they have to say that the ideals of others. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If a curse was all in people's heads, you think we'd have people in prison? You think we'd have people poor, broke, and homeless? You think we'd have people blowing the heads off of their own families? People rich, even people that are rich. So, you know, you guys, and nobody's going to just shoot straight to the top. You have to start from somewhere. Okay. And what you want to do is start down at that root, because there's a specific contract that is on your blood. So let me tell you something. If you want an authentic spiritualist that actually knows what they're doing, come on now. And the reason why I say this is because there's so many people out there that are just saying something. And yeah, you know, you'll listen, today is Monday, right? So today is associated with the moon. And so everybody's, you know, everything is probably heightened today. And people just want to hear, no, there's no curse, but there's actually a curse on a lot of you. And hell, I'm not going to remove 400 or 500 people's curses this year. I could. Actually, I could. I did about 400 or 500. I did about 300 curse removals last year. So I actually could do about 400 to 500. But more than likely, I'm going to do other workings. You know, my generational hex remover is the best seller. Okay. It is the best seller on the website. The reason why is because it works. I use a lot of fire energy. I use about 9 or 10 candles, sometimes 12. Okay. Everybody practices different. Now, with some people, I'm a little confused about what it is that they're doing. Or are you a witch? Or are you a scientist? Or are you this? Or are you that? What are you? Because we know that you have to have some awareness of, well, you don't necessarily have to know science or chemistry. You don't have to know chemistry to be a witch or to practice witchcraft. Okay, but you do it, you know, some people are more advanced in their knowledge of herbs. Some people are more advanced in their knowledge of witchcraft. You know, there are many of us, you know, where we draw our energy from the elements. We don't have to take a human body and say, okay, everybody go get this person and we're going to do spell work to vampirically steal that person's energy. That's not what normal people do. Normal people, they use elements or they use their ancestors or their spirits and other items, other physical items such as money, water, gold, silver. You can use the lodestones. Remember, guys, I showed you a very ancient Egyptian money spell that worked. And a lot of people that when I show my spells to them, they always say that they had money appear out of nowhere. So let me tell you something. When I tell you that generational hexes exist and they need to be removed, I'm telling you the truth. When I tell you that somebody has put a hex on you and you know that they put it on you because you done had a car accident, you know, you look like you're half dead, you got to pile on the makeup extra. You know, and there's a lot of people that when that parasitic energy attaches to you, you can't detach. But, you know, I give my clients all of the tools that they need. But over here, I'm handling stuff on the back end. There is a specific ritual that I do for hex removals, and I do it for everybody, and it is effective. I don't tell my secrets because there's a lot of people that would like to know. They probably tried to take my idea and say, hey, I'm going to remove the generational hex from you. And then, you know, maybe it didn't take off because that's my thing. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, everybody needs to have their own thing that they're doing. You know, there are some practitioners that would only charge you $100. I doubt that it would work. And there are some of us that, you know, literally, guys, listen, they lie to you. I am no stranger to money. Most of my clients are well prepared to send me $1,500 to either $3,000. Some of my cases are worth 5,000. There's invoices that I send out for people that are worth 10,000. Especially when it comes to court cases. Because, you know, in a lot of these states, they be trying to throw the book at you for something that slavery is still very real, and spiritual vampirism is very real as well. Okay, and they do everything in the book aside of actually coming to your house and cutting your heart out to get your spiritual energy, because your energy is in the heart chakra. Okay, it is. It starts at your center. And, you know, look, whatever it is that you believe in is what you believe in. But we all know that if your father went to jail and then his son went to jail, and then you're getting ready to give birth to another one that's about to go to jail, you know that that is a generational curse, and it's a specific curse that has to do with the judicial system and sometimes even slavery and discrimination. So a lot of y'all will go to these people and they'll just tell you any old thing, and then you'll listen. And then the next thing you know, your whole family is in a shambles. Your kid in jail for life. And this person done taught you how to disassociate from the truth, which is basically what a lot of these people are doing. I know, because my mother abandoned me as an adult. Because they listen to anybody. If you have knowledge of a generational hex on you and you don't get it removed, and you don't choose to get it removed before you have children, or either get it removed for your children, then that is at your own risk. And do not ever blame practitioners that are giving you the correct information. Do you know how much energy it takes to put a curse on somebody? So would it make sense for me to put a curse on you just so that you can come and get spiritual work from me? No, somebody else has done that. Okay, it's going to be, and you know, this is my whole thing about it. When you know that you're authentic, you're not worried about it. But I do not want anybody to get it twisted, because there's some of these people out here that, you know, they're whatever it is that they've been doing, lighting their candles, is no longer effective, as they steal energy from people. You know, we should be getting spiritual and supernatural energy from herbs, from things like resins. And it's a complete lie when somebody says, and especially when the person has been accused of it. Okay. Never will you ever come to any of my hangouts, even the ones I do that are ratchet on my other channel. You're not going to feel drained. You're going to be getting energy from me. That's just who I am. I am the Empress. Okay. When you are an Empress, it's the same thing as the Emperor, which is AKA Jesus and Mother Magdalene, the way they feed off of them. But see, they take too much because they're codependent and they're very, very attached. So you know, you got to be able to conjure up your own energy. If you had power, why do you have to vampire off of other people? If you just had all this power within yourself, then you wouldn't have to discredit other practitioners at all. You wouldn't have to do that at all. You wouldn't have to discredit anybody else, no matter if you're a practitioner or if you work at McDonald's or if you, you know, or the CEO of Ford. Doesn't matter. Now, another thing that I wanted to say is that there's a lot of misinformation that's floating out around that's floating around out there. And if you guys want to know, you guys can go to my Jamila High Priestess Rain channel. If you want to get the non-filtered version of everything that I am talking about. Okay. I've got people out here, doing things so that it'll make it look like I did a love spell on somebody that backfired. First of all, why would I need to put a love spell on somebody that's already stalking me? Make any of that make sense? So, don't listen to any of these people that have a con game for you. I never did any work on that person. Okay. So I don't do love spells on people to make them love me. No. And I wouldn't suggest you doing it either. Okay. Now you may want to do domination work on somebody to make them respect you. But at the end of the day, and so I want y'all to know the con games that they're up to. And it ain't nowhere. You know what? Let me tell you something. If you want an authentic reading and an authentic spell that works, then you can contact me and you're in good hands, like Allstate. Okay? And everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Okay? And I would question a spiritualist or a witch or a vlogger that has a bunch of Jamila's enemies in their chat room. I would question that person's morals and their integrity. Okay. So yeah, vampires really do exist. Okay. They don't suck blood technically. Some of them do. Some of them do. Some of them do drink human blood. But a lot of them, the vampires are connected. These are old ancient ancestors that have your bloodline in chains. Yeah, a lot of y'all are owned by a family of witches. Some of y'all are owned by a family of succubuses. Some of y'all are owned by a family of vampires. Okay, or they think they own you. Once you remove that hex, they don't own you, and they know it. That's why they want to stop the real stuff from going down for you. And you're very blessed. Let me tell you something. Most people are not going to come to any spiritualist to get any help. They are just going to perish. If you are looking at Jamila and you look at any of my videos and you follow me and you plan on getting work from me, do it, because guess what? You are blessed to have it, and you are going to thank me just like all of my other clients. Okay? Because I'm not with a family of vampires trying to steal from you. Okay? My family has become victim of vampires and reptilians and stuff. And, there's all sorts of ways in the tarot, okay, to diagnose that. I throw my cards for everything, but it's some stuff I can just see and sense. I don't, but I like to throw my cards to confirm things as well. And in that way you can see it. Okay. And you know what? Another thing, be careful following puppets. A lot of y'all are blindly following puppets. These are people that are victims themselves that are looking for other victims to pull under the fold. Ooh, all of a sudden I can't even sleep at night. Ooh, what's wrong with me? Ooh, you just got a lot of energy. Yeah, no, that's not what that means. Like I said, I like to be up all night as well. But, that's, I've actually been, my sleep schedule periodically switches back to more of a normal rhythm, which, it's very good to sleep while it's, dark outside, and, while your body can truly get rest and regeneration. And if you're too scared to sleep at night, then you have a hex on you. Look, you got to break the hex. If you raise your vibrations, good. Yeah, wonderful. Raise your vibrations. The entity's going to feed off of you even more. So that's real slick what people are trying to do, and they're working through some of these vloggers. don't know what they talking about, leading people on a path of destruction. Facts. If you look, what is she saying? Activate your light body, raising your vibrations so that they can feed even more off of your heart chakra and your solar plexus and your root. So I've always been somebody that was good at calling stuff down, and spirit shows me certain people for a reason. Okay. So I gotta go. You guys, I wish I could stay a little bit longer or whatever. I notice y'all real quiet. That's good. I know y'all listening, and y'all listening real well, because let me explain something to you. Raising your okay, you want to be higher vibrationally, but then it's just zapping you still. And basically what is keeping you is you on a hamster wheel is basically what it's doing. You know, raising your vibrations while you got a hex on your root chakra or any other area of your body is just like you just like a rat on a rat wheel. That's really all you're doing, getting nowhere but trying so hard. Okay, you go 3 steps forward, you know, you end up getting knocked 5 steps back. You know, and you know what? You can learn a lot. You can learn a lot from a rat on a wheel. Okay, you can learn a lot from looking at them. They're very, you know. Okay, that's why the Wheel of Fortune came up in the earlier reading, because that's exactly what they do. They just have you on a hamster wheel. This is exactly what you're like. Not going anywhere any further. See, that's exactly what you'll be like. And please believe they're not going to give any knowledge to anybody that they don't consider to be in the in club. So I have the knowledge, and you ain't got it. Like, if you in my, if look, if you are meant to be my client, that's just what it is. You'll be very lucky to be my client. Okay, so don't be a fool. I'll see y'all later. Love and light.